So I hope you use this as a turning point rather than a point of downward spiral. All right, appearances for the record.
John Turco on behalf of Mr. Ramirez, President of Custody.
Good morning, Your Honor. Madlyn, call for the state.
All right, good morning. This is the date and time set for rendition of sentence. Both sides ready to proceed?
I am, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's ready to proceed.
Okay. Your recommendation?
That's correct, Your Honor, and the state is standing by the negotiations based on the fact that the defendant has stayed out of trouble.
Okay, and the negotiation was to make no recommendation at sentencing. So I'll turn now to you, Mr. Ramirez, before I pronounce sentence against you. Is there anything you wish to tell the court? All right, Mr. Turco.
And Judge, just very briefly, I'm sure the court has read it, but he used to work in hospice care, and it's very likely if he is granted probation, he would go back to that. He has found something. He was a line cook for 10 years. He's done a lot of various consistent long-term employment, but the hospice care worked very well for his personality. He's a very mild-mannered individual. Essentially, Judge, he is married, has some children, has 2 children. One lives with him.
He started a pen business too.
And he actually started a printing since he's been on the monitor. He's had to stay at home the vast majority of time. So he lost his job at the hospice, but he started up a printing business. And he has apparently 10 consistent clients right now and building up a clientele.
I still have the monitor as well.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Just quit helping. So essentially, Judge, as you saw, he was treated for depression. He went to a therapist, had a diagnosis. It's been good for him, and apparently he has worked through that part. He feels that was part of the issue that was related to this. So we would ask the court to grant him probation. His prior criminal record, he has 2 misdemeanors, and the most current one was 6 years ago. And he has had no issues whatsoever since this issue, his poor choices in this case.
All right, thank you. Under the laws of the state of Nevada and pursuant to your plea of guilty, I hereby adjudicate you guilty of count 1, high-level possession of a controlled substance, a category B felony, and count 2, attempt racketeering, a category B felony. I have reviewed the PSI. I've looked at your limited criminal history. So in addition to the $25 administrative assessment fee, the $150 DNA testing fee, you must submit to genetic marker testing and pay the $3 DNA analysis fee. You lived a very long life without any felony convictions. You've had a steady work history in food service, construction, and hospice care. Those are significant mitigating factors, and to the court, it demonstrates that you are capable of stability and hard work. On the other side, the conduct here is very serious. You were not a bystander. You were, although not involved in the larger conspiracy with the motorcycle club, you were the supplier of a large amount of narcotics. You personally sold approximately 120 grams to an undercover police officer. You continued to offer your availability to sell in the future. You involved your own family in the presence, and that in the process, and that to me reflects a level of organization and I guess commitment to distribution that I can't minimize that.
Sure.
So state's making no recommendation, and I'm not treating that silence as an approval of probation, but it's a signal that the state doesn't necessarily think that there is a need for maximum prison term. So in light of the structure of the negotiations, in light of your limited role in the larger conspiracy, I am going to grant you probation. The underlying is going to be a high underlying sentence. And I know the state has no opposition to concurrent, so the counts are going to run concurrent. But you are going to be held to some pretty serious terms when it comes to probation. And I want to make clear that your conduct warrants time. This is simply an opportunity to prove to the court and the community that you are capable of returning to the life of stability and being crime-free.
Yes, ma'am.
So I hope you use this as a turning point rather than a point of downward spiral. So
Thank you.
on count one, you were sentenced to a minimum term of 24 months and a maximum term of 72 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections. That sentence is suspended and you are placed on probation for a period of time not to exceed 36 months. On count two, you were sentenced to a period of time of 12 months and a maximum of 48 months. That sentence is suspended. You were placed on probation for a period of time not to exceed 36 months. Count two is to run concurrent with count one. I'm ordering all of the standard conditions of probation. I'm also ordering that you submit to a substance abuse evaluation and comply with any recommended treatment. You may not associate, you are ordered not to associate with the motorcycle club or any of its members. You must maintain lawful full-time employment. If you are not full-time employed, you are ordered to do 25 hours of community service a month. What was the credit for time served?
It is. It's 10 days, Your Honor.
10 days credit for time served. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yes,
And-
we're going to release you from electronic monitor.
Thank you very much.
Thank